What is good, fellas? Shit, how the hell are we? Man, it feels like it's been a while. Oh, I'm gonna take that beer with me, actually. Oi, holy shit, it feels like it's been a hot minute since I pointed this thing at my face. And to be honest, it's been a hot minute since I've done anything to do with the cars. To be fair, I've had a pretty flat out last month of boozing, really. A lot of social events. I had a 30th and I had a wedding, and then yeah, I had all sorts of shit going on. But we are back, and here is a glimpse at the new motor. It is on the ground now. I did try and film some stuff on it last night when it was still on the stand, but I don't know if it's just me or if it's just, I don't know, probably other people have this problem too, but I was trying to speak but words weren't coming out. I think it might have had something to do with maybe I was tired or the 5 beers deep that I was, but anywho. So yeah, this is basically what we're dealing with now. She's on the ground, and I thought I'd give it a quick rundown before we do get it prepped to go in the car. I did actually take some nice cinematic, nice little slide shots of it last night when it was still on the stand, so I'll add them in there. Basically thought it would be a good time to go over the motor fairly quickly and give it a rundown for those people that were asking, because there has been a few people that were wondering what the new setup is. Yeah, basically as it sits at the moment, it is a built stock motor essentially. So it's stock rods, pistons, crank, with all the fruit to sort of help it survive on the track, really. I have heard a few people say that this setup will be good for 400 horse. Not that I'll be going anywhere near that. I'd say that the figure that I'm hoping for will probably be around, oh, I don't know, I'll be stoked if it made 240. I know a mate of mine runs very similar setup, but he's got a Haltech and he did cams and he made 250 kilowatt, that is. So yeah, I'm not too sure what this will do. I'd say it'll get let down by the Niz tune, and the turbo will probably max out. It is a high flowed RB20 Neo turbo, but on RB20s they probably, yeah, they just don't really flow a hell of a lot, so they do max out fairly quick. I know they're good, these turbos are supposed to be good for like 30 pound or something, but I won't be going anywhere near that. So yeah, but that is essentially the hot side is, as I said, a high flow. Steve Murch here in New Zealand does a pretty good job of these turbos. So we got one of them, and then we got the Tomei dump pipe, stock manifold, 38mm gate, and it's got fancy AN fitting lines now, which were a bit of a waste of time. Far more suited for high mount setups, I found the hard way, or I learnt the hard way I should say. But whatever, that's all good. They're on there now after painfully cutting them up and using 5/8 of fuck all of them. But yeah, and as for moving into the motor, not much to look at here, but it's got ARP rod bolts, which do give them a bit of a fighting chance. And then it's got the crank collar fitted to the front, which RB people will know that these things, the way that they came up from factory is just insane. Like, it's bloody ridiculous that they even were made like that. Basically the crank only reaches like a very small amount of the oil pump, so it's almost destined to fail eventually with a large amount of limiter, from what I've heard and what people say, and you can see why. It's just, there's bloody nothing there. They're just yay big, yay amount, whatever. And then what else have we got here? What else have we got? Stock intake manifold. Really would have liked to go some front facing kind of jobby, but I don't know if it's a myth or not, but if you get a cheap front facing, people say that they can rinse number 6. It doesn't get enough air. Bit of a controversial thing. Yeah, not entirely sure, but and I just could have sort of run out of money. This thing cost me enough as it was, and it wasn't gonna, apart from looks, it wasn't gonna do a hell of a lot for performance. But this is a bit sad to see these all with a strap around them now, but whatever. Yeah, under there you can see that it does have, I have gone for R35 GDR coils, which came out pretty sweet, the Franklin Performance Kit, and my mate made up this super dope loom. Yeah, shout out Chanel for doing that. I'll put a little link to his Instagram handle in the bottom of this, and you can hit him up if you want any sort of custom wiring loom, like little bits and pieces like this. He's just sort of started getting into it, I think, but he does like a super dope job. The head is a stock head. Oh, that light's a bit shit. Sorry about that. The light, the head is stock head, stock cams with ARP head studs and a Cometic 1.3mm head gasket. So it should lower the compression, I think, to maybe like 8 to 3 to 1 or something like that. Don't quote me, I'm not sure. I think someone said that that's what it'll pretty much end up being once you factor in all the deck clearances and after taking a few thou off the head. So yeah, that's what that'll be. Didn't go to anything crazy with cams because I've heard that even though Calford say that you can run stock lifters and retainers and all that stuff, people still always rinse lifters. So yeah, I just didn't want to go down that sort of bloody rabbit hole again with the simplicity. I'm trying to keep this thing as simple and reliable as possible. But yes, so that's pretty much her in a nutshell. It's, yeah, as I said, it's a built stock motor, so it's just had all the fruit and it's got all honed. And what's that? Oh no, there was something funny going on there. But yeah, I am tonight going to try and put the flywheel on. Well, I will put the flywheel on, that'll take 2 seconds, and torque that down and then try to get the box on it all ready to go in for tomorrow. So whether I do that tomorrow, I don't know. Big news on the Primera front actually. This bad boy, which I kid you not has been sitting here for I think coming up 2 months, is going for a waff. It's going for a waff tomorrow. So yeah, should pass. Feeling pretty confident. I've just got to do a few minor adjustments to make it waff worthy tonight. So that shouldn't take too long, but depending how long it takes and then how much I can be asked doing on this, yeah, we'll see how we get to with that. But that's pretty much it. Oh, there's been bugger all, as I said before, there's been absolutely nothing happening on all the other fronts, but I have started to strip the bay of this thing, which I'm not really sure why, just something else to do, seeing as I had nothing to do before that thing turned up. But yeah, so it's obviously got no subframe, and I have started to, I sanded it all right back. I've got to go over it again by the looks. That looks like there's a bit of rust coming back through there, but that's all good. That doesn't matter, we'll get to that. Yeah, obviously there's still shitloads to figure out on this, and it's definitely taken a bit of a back burner sort of seat in the line, you could say now, but I'm still not really sure what the hell I'm going to do with it, to be honest. One half of me just wants to, I was going to stance it out and get some crazy wheels and keep cutting the body up to do some magnificent things to it, but that's money, and I could just, like, I don't know, it'd be cool to just get it going, so then it goes, and then it's like, you know, once it's something that runs, it's a bit more motivating to work on from there. But yeah, not really sure. Don't really know what I've done, to be honest. It's like, seemed like a bloody good idea at the time, but now that I've got all this other shit on the go and I'm back to work, it's like, oh fuck, that's right, I've got another thing to deal with. But I don't know, figure it out. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to get into it tonight too much, depending on how things go on this. But once I do, I'll start documenting it, and yeah, hopefully get a first start. The current tune on the Niz tune and the in the car at the moment isn't too far different to what the motor is, so hopefully it should run like fine. The only thing that might be different is obviously the compression is a lot lower, so it might be running really rich. No, might be running really lean, I think. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but it'll be enough to start it and it should run, and I can test for leaks and get it sorted for the dyno. So hopefully all going to plan, we get that thing sussed and it's good this weekend. Book the tune, and then we can see what we're good for. So yes, exciting times.
I'm pretty fucking excited.
Still works well. Just got a waff, unbelievable stuff. And now we are ready to head to the sheds to get on into it. Good morning, boys. Oh shit, it's a bloody exciting day, I tell ya. Yeah, so just went and got a waff for the Primera, passed with flying colours. Bloody good car there. And now we're just going to start, yeah, bolting all the flywheel up and shit. I didn't do bugger all last night, couldn't be fucked. So looks like I'm going to be by myself today, so I'm going to try and weasel this thing in with the box on by myself. Luckily, I sort of made some custom little brackets here, so the whole front can come off. So you basically take all this out. So yeah, bit of a BMW spec mod, if you will. Removable front end. But yeah, anywho, I'll put this thing down, bloody get on into it.
Good morning, Brandon and Jess. Good morning, Dean and Sherilyn. Good morning, Brad. Good morning, Elma.
Pretty much all prepped and ready to go. She's all bolted up, boxing, all that shit down there. Bay is all ready to go. I didn't take the power steering system apart because originally when I took the motor out last time, I took the head off and then I was like, oh good, I'll just get a new head. And then I ended up taking the block out by itself, and then I just left everything else in there, thinking that it'll be a quick turnaround, but that was, Jesus, I don't even know, 6 months, nah, not 6 months, 4 months ago, I don't even know, it's ages ago now. But so here we are, about to try and put this bitch back in. Oh, that's really annoying, it's so annoying. I had the fucking GoPro set up and everything, and I thought it was recording, but then it just beeped and was turning off, and I was like, oh, that's weird. But yeah, so we have managed to get this in though. Oh, it's nearly in. Very stressful times trying to navigate this. God, it's annoying. I was like, man, this is going to be sick. I can fully show that I did it by myself, but yeah, idiot. Whatever, it just.
There are over 350.
She's back together. Do you reckon she'll go, mate?
Yeah, of course.
I'm fucking nervous. I don't know if it's gonna go at all. One way to find out. Do you think it sounds grindy?
I reckon it sounds sweet.
I don't know.
It's either going to be completely fucked already, or it's not at all. I guess, like... That's just starting over, yeah.
I reckon it's sweet.
Yeah, fucking plug her in. I reckon your fuel pump's probably not going though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an issue. No, the fuel pump is working. Does that have any reason not to?
No. Well, but apart from the fact it's brand new.
There's fuel in the car? Still fine though.
Should be enough. There we go.
No worries.
No worries. Well, bugger me, eh? She runs. Man, I've been stressing all day. Maybe because I haven't had much luck with this car in the past, but you get to like a certain point and you know it's not far off turning it over, and I just get really nervous. So, but that was sweet, like it fired up mint once to plug the CAS in, because we were turning it over for a while without the CAS in to try and build some oil pressure. After we plugged that bad boy in, as you saw, she fired on up. So, oh man, I'm stoked. Oh, pretty bloody stoked. Pretty excited. And yeah, so obviously there's no radiator, no exhaust, and then obviously get it up to proper operating temperature. And it sounded like it was running sweet, like the yeah, and then we'll just sort of get it all ready and then really test for leaks, I guess. But that'll do it for today. I remember last time I put the motor in this thing, I started on Saturday morning and it was Sunday night before I finished. So yeah, I'm pretty chuffed, to be honest. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. It's probably feel like there's just me talking a whole lot of shit really, but I don't know, it seems to be what people are into. So anywho, yeah, next stage will be book the tune and then see what she's good for. So I'll be pretty keen for that. But till then, we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.